What is up, everyone? Rory Plays here, back for another update. Quick apologies, there was no video yesterday. I was kind of overstacked with duties, both as a parent and personal mental health issues as well. So everything got a little bit overwhelming, and a video was not produced for yesterday. No real excuse there, but I did need to take a day for myself just to kind of recalibrate and get set. However, I am going to be releasing it, filming it and releasing it later on today, the day of this release, the day of this filming. I spent most of yesterday, when the video should have come out, tidying up my setup, doing all the cable management, trying to reorganize my office, whilst kind of pushing in my own problems aside at the first. However, that was very obvious that was not gonna get solved. And then in the end, I decided to pull the plug and take the mental health day for myself, just to refocus and reset how I was feeling at the time. It's now appearing to me that this camera might be a little bit off, so that might be something I fix up later on today before the video gets released. So yes, I will reschedule and refilm and reschedule that Mass Effect video for later on today. And I'll just release it straight away. However, I cannot guarantee that it won't happen again. I want to, but there's nothing to say it won't. Another idea I have coming up. So we're going to start the podcast next week. I've been talking about it for a while. It's kind of it was very heavily mentioned at the very start of the channel, that is something I wanted to do, and it is still something I want to do. So I opened up submissions for it last video. For anyone who is on viewed the last video, to just find my link down below and to throw us a bone. Throw us a link or something like that to an Australian paranormal story that you know of, but think that maybe it might be interesting in story form. So I'm doing my own research as well. That's why I'm giving myself the extra week instead of pushing it for this week like I had intended. But it will be released probably on the Sunday, so that might be a Sunday thing. So I will film it later in the week. I'll hopefully have it filmed this week and ready and edited up and sorted out. So if it ends up being an audio only, which I'm hoping it won't be, but if it ends up being an audio only, I'll have that organized to go somewhere else, and to where it'll go. Probably Apple and Spotify for now. I don't know if there's a fee for that. If there is, to begin with, probably don't want to pay it. However, and I will say this as I get it organized, we have rebranded the channel. I say rebranded, it wasn't a rebranding, it was kind of just a revising of the channel, changing it up, fixing, if you will. And it's come up too big, and I know this is on the release, but there is the new Saloon Media Group logo. The gaming and tech may change moving forward, but for now that's what we've got. So I actually paid for this one using Brand Crowd. I know I'd stated a long time ago that I didn't want to pay anyone to make a new logo for me. However, I had seen the work that these guys had done. Whilst I'm in the middle of trying to start my own apparel line, I have watched a couple of different, I wouldn't say aspiring, they've succeeded, so a couple of different channels based on, how to start off comfortably with stuff or money, really. And they kept saying, look at Brand Crowd. There was also Design Crowd as well, who I think those two are linked somehow. But basically, he said, look at brand crowd, start up a logo. You can design logos on there, and you can actually go through them to manufacture your first section of t-shirts. So you can go in small piles, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I think the max was 1,000. I will quickly pull it up so that I can actually go with the information accurately. However, the cost of it was very high. I don't know whether I'll go with it, just based on how much it cost. So look at printing real quick, select the logo I want. So t-shirts are $45 a piece. Mouse pads, which is something I've spoken about, but they're just the standard average mouse pad sizes. Sorry guys, I'll get rid of this one real quick. They're $32 each. Mugs were $35, so mugs I won't be going with it through this company. Stickers, a pack of 200 was about $40, I think. Hats were about $35 a pop, and business cards were $41. Business cards I have ordered in. Once they're here, I'll unbox that package and I'll actually have it on the site. On the channel. However, with that being said, I do now have a web page, organized through brand crowd. So there is a limit to what was done to it, or what I can do to it. Essentially, it kind of looks as if I had started a brand new Linktree page, but this one's wholly and solely for the chat or for the company. So it has a link to. Firstly, it has the logo. Welcome. Has our address if you want to send things to us to the PO box. Has a link to my email address, so you can email me when you for submissions, job applications, job inquiries, the like, all sorts of stuff. Link to the Instagram. Currently it's still just my personal one, but it will be changing soon. A link to our Discord, because I felt that was important that we had that on there. Link to the Twitter. Again, it's just my personal one at the moment, but I'm just going to rebrand it as the company one. I'm not big on using Twitter personally. You might notice that I haven't tweeted in a while. Link to the YouTube channel. Why would I not link that on there? I link to my Twitch because that is still a form of our community growth and connectivity outlets. However, once there are more hosts, more stuff, I might open up a Twitch for the actual company, and we'll live stream kind of here and there. Probably organize a live stream team so that there's always at least 2 people on, and it might just be a case of we'll play a multiplayer game. Who knows? We'll work that out. And then PayPal. So to begin with, until I've learned how to organize it on a website, the clothing will be paid for through PayPal. I've stated this in the past. However, that is how I'm going to organize it, because I don't know how to go about organizing it any other way. So PayPal will work personally at first. After that, we'll see. Because then obviously you'll be paying for shipping and everything else like that as well. But for now, I'm not intending to charge people for shipping. I just want my brand to get out there. We will eventually have Saloon Media Group hats, shirts, and mugs. Stickers will also be on their way. I'm not going to delve into mouse pads for the company. And the shirts will just be basic with the black, with the logo in white. So white logo on black and a black logo on white, I'm thinking, and that's it. Eventually that color will change for just different reasons in the future. Also, this little piece here where it's gaming and tech might change to one of our host names if they're hosting the channel, or if they've got a specific piece that they do every week on the channel, that might change up as well. So but yeah, so that's kind of how it is. The portraits in the back, a lot of interest generated on Instagram in my DMs, inquiring about why I haven't set them up yet. So I've been trying multiple routes at setting them up. I have a final one for once I have a set studio. Sorry, I'm dust in the air in my office. The idea is basically just to get 2 long pieces of wood, the length of how long they'll go, find where the little grooves are. So I've got the little, if I can actually pick it up because it wants to fuck around. So these little bolts, they come apart. I don't know if you can see them. Another piece there. It comes apart and becomes 2 entire sections. So 1 second, I'm trying to hold it up. So it does actually come apart 2 parts, and that part sticks out the back of the case. So I put originally bought a pack of these little double-sided tape plasters, and I put 1 on the edge. But of course, because of it only being that small little divot, a lot of the surface didn't touch the wall, so to speak. So the idea is to get eventually get a long piece of wood, long enough, and have these little divots cut in and glued into them, and then I'll just screw them all on as one piece. And that should give me enough time to be able to put cut out a groove and put lighting behind there as well. Lighting will still go on this lot, it's just I don't know how it's going to go at the time. So another idea I have is these little hooks. Where are we looking? So there's 20 in there, there's 10 photos. Figure 1 on another corner and a bit of fishing line or something like that through. That's going to be something else I try, probably tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. But I got a few household things to do, plus a little bit of recording to catch up and get us motivated and moving for the week. As I do have a full week of work again. Not as full, just because I do lose a night shift this week. But I do get an early morning on that same day, so I will actually have more time in the day. So it will work out. It'll actually be a little more time than I had this week. But that's how it's going to be. It's my first day off this week. I've got tomorrow, and then the 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, and then a whole bunch of 2:30 till 10s. So they'll go well, and then I don't know in the future. We'll see. Going to kind of have a look at what's going on. Hopefully I'll know more on Tuesday, and we'll go from there. Yeah, who knows. But yeah, so we'll get a bit of recording kind of stacked up tomorrow, and see how we go. Definitely that F1 video to finish that off, and then a couple of Mass Effects to get it sorted. I'm going to still struggle to have a look at the channel, at the Xbox link, see what's going on with that. If I can actually get a Jedi episode out this week, it would be great. Also, looking at what we had, I think Castle Craftia, or Crafty Castle, or Craftopia, sorry. I'm actually not sure of the title. Might have been the right choice moving forward as far as what we wanted to do with the channel. So I'm just having a quick look. Sorry guys, I just heard someone silent. We are having a quick look at what is going on to the channel, what is going on to Xbox Game Pass for the PC, and at what we could possibly do in the future. We have a few ideas, but we haven't locked down on anything. We don't know whether we want to go indie, basics. I mean, we've got all the Fallouts that we want to do eventually, including Tactics and New Vegas. Originally we was going to do 1 to 4, but it looks like a bit more might be in the works. We also have a whole bunch of Halo we want to achieve as well. But it's going to take a little bit to get that organised, sadly. because we have been having a lot of conversations as to what to do precisely. So the other one, and we've only been looking into it vaguely at the moment, was to do, so I'm just scrolling through right now trying to find it so I can actually not murder the title. It was 2 Point. We downloaded the hospital game the other day, screwed around with it, had a bit of fun, so we don't know whether that will be a point. Once there is a second permanent host, we will try the Unravel series, and that's how we will go with that. It's just how we perceive it at the moment. We're just not sure. So Craftopia is the game I was talking about. Once there are all 4 hosts, Deep Rock Galactic we want to do. Been thinking about opening up with Conan Exiles video series as well, but being that it's an online game from what I'm told, don't know whether we will or not. We don't want to go with Minecraft and be like everyone else, although we understand that it will happen eventually. It does with everyone else. So yeah, and there will be a Tropico series as well as an Outer Worlds one, but these are all in the future, kind of all worked out as we go, just because we don't know what we want to do. We're still trying to figure it out. On top of that, we have staffing to figure it out. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's the easiest route we've taken as far as sorting things out, but it's up there. It's definitely on the cards. But yeah, so we'll work all this out in due time and get back to you guys. Now, before I close off, you are expecting it. Do not say for a second that you are not. As always, this video is powered by Juice. Speaking of which, why am I not wearing it? I promised I would. Going forward, that's uncomfortable. So yeah, this video is powered by Juice. Juice is an Australian energy drink company that has been killing it, and it's 4 days as of this recording off being a year old. They just released their 10th flavor, which I have now tried. Dragon Rage. Showing up, popping up, damn hell yeah. And as it kind of showed, as you would assume, and also by the fact that the logo is on the front, it is dragon fruit flavored. Now, although dragon fruit doesn't really give off much of a flavor, this one's pretty freaking killer. Like, this one's, it's up there. I really like it. At first I didn't, but then again, like I said, I do tend to mix them wrong sometimes. I mix it for work. I actually still have a work bottle, and I think I put nowhere near enough in, or I put way too much in, but it was, it's a weird aftertaste to it that it's almost like there was no flavor in that specific amount of powder, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I do tend to mix them wrong. Also, my work bottle is a lot bigger than the bottles for them, and I don't have one on hand because everyone in the house has been using them at the moment. We're kind of hoping on a new shaker to come so that we can actually each have one of our own. Working on it yet again. But with our code, we've kind of, we've teamed up with them to offer you a 10% discount. So you just check in RP Life in the discount, in the checkout section, and you get 10% off your entire order. I also highly recommend, and I will get the website up so that I can tell as much of it as possible, would recommend you try the starter pack for your first order. Definitely start on the starter pack. You get 9. You get a shaker bottle. Unfortunately, at the moment, it is just the Wego shaker, which is a red and yellow shaker. And then you get a choice of 5 flavors. Sorry, at the moment, it is just 4. So they've you get 9 sachets of flavor. They've been running low on some sachets, so they've stopped doing it wasn't a collector bundle, a variety pack. It used to be 30 packs in a box, and it was just, you had 30 servings. To be able to honor the starter packs more, though, they've cut them for now. They will bring them back out later on. So they have on offer at the moment. They have Seismic Cola, Raisin Melon / Berry, and the aforementioned Dragon Rage. They got that in sachet form so that people could actually try it. I just want a tub because I wanted a tub. Simple enough. It's not none of my top 3. Out of the 10 flavors, you will definitely get a top 3, but there are 0 flavors you will not enjoy one little bit. I love them all. But yeah, like I said, some are in my top 3, some aren't. Currently, my top 3 are Seismic Cola, Aussie Antics, and Sucker Punch. Although Sucker Punch is kind of coming close to losing out against Great Blast, so it is what it is. They'll constantly cycle. I mean, Seismic Cola, it was my first flavor I bought a tub of. I just bought the tub outright, as it was, and I barely touch it now. Also because there's not much left. But back on track. Apart from the starter pack, they also sell, like I said, and as you can see behind me, tubs. So you've got a choice between Dragon Rage, Great Blast, Final Flash, Aussie Antics Sour, Blue Spark, Bubble Beam, Raisin Melon, Seismic Cola / Berry, and no longer Sucker Punch, that is currently sold out. Look, you get them constantly. They will come out again. If they're not going to, the website will state. So it's pretty amazing they've been able to stick to this. Just like their shakers, currently they only have the Wego shaker available. Their site still advertises the Aussie Antics shaker and the Shock shaker, however they are both sold out. So the fact that they're still there could mean that they're bringing them back, or that they're out of them, and haven't gotten around to changing the website yet. Although that's pretty rare they do that. They also do apparel, which, as you can tell, hats. They have it in the heart, which I went with. So there's the heart logo on the front, juiced on the back, and they went the whole extra mile and got the branding on the striping inside. I know a lot of companies don't pay for the extra. So for instance, like if they went to Mitchell & Ness to make them a hat, Mitchell & Ness would own the striping inside. These guys have not. They've gone for the whole extra bit. So yes, they have the heart, the Shock shaker, Shock snapback, and the Wego snapback. Both snapbacks which will feature on the channel very, very soon. They also do clothing, the hats. Their heart tee, which they recently restocked, is now sold out again. They also do the Shock and Wego tee as well. They also have the Juice OG tee, which is basically Lil Homie's head in just the white outlining. And they also sell Kids OG tees for $5 less than a regular. And they also do stickers. Everyone loves stickers. The only one I have not purchased myself so far is the Christmas one. I'm not a big Christmas person, even now that I'm a kid. Now that I'm a parent. So you have in sticker pack 1, you have, when it focuses, the Shock, heart. Do not know all the names for them, so I do apologize. Can I click on it? Maybe it'll tell me. It will not. Ramen. I think Homie's throwing up ramen. And sticker pack 2. You get the little zombie, which I've lost this one to my wife. It will be leaving my collection very soon. I think a hamster, could be a cat. It's either a prawn, a lobster, or maybe a dragon. Well, with claws, I'm pretty confident with lobster. And then this just tells you they're not kids running this company. You've got your Gohan and Trunks, Gotenks form stickers. I could be wrong on the names of those characters. It's been a very long time since I've watched any Dragon Ball Z. I need to get back into it. But yeah, so those are up there as well. You can also buy gift cards. Not something I looked into recently, but you can get gift cards for 25, 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250. Whether or not those get clicked on a lot, your guess is as good as mine. But I don't imagine they're not clicked on very often. So yeah, like I said, jump in, get the starter pack, choose out of the 4 flavors that are there. You get 9 sachets, so double up on a few, triple up on one. Go crazy, but I highly recommend you try as many as you possibly can when you do. And then come back, jump in the comment section down below, let me know how you went. But with that, guys, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be the episode. It's gone a lot longer than I thought. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get in touch with me, I stream on Twitch 3 days a week. That will be starting up again, probably later into the week, where I'll just stream through the day with kids at school. I have no schedule currently available. However, it will change shortly. All my other social links are down below. I will be putting the company one down. It's pretty much everywhere to get hold of me anyway, and I check everything regularly. So the company one will now take place. My one won't be on anymore. And also the Juice one, it gets its own little blurb because it's not on the company one. Just because that's more of a personal thing as myself. Hell, we might do one with the company eventually, but for now, it's just me, so I don't see the point in doing one. I've already got 2 codes, so I might as well just use them for the outlets I've got. Until then, guys, thank you so much for jumping out, for watching. If you watched all the way up to this point, again, I muchly appreciate it, and thank you terribly much. And if you enjoyed the video, or you like the insight that I've been giving you guys lately, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go up, when I upload every day. I try to do it every day, but you'll know when I go up. And it also just helps out the channel a lot. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and please check the link, enjoy, let me know how you went, and leave some comments on the new logo. Give me your actual thoughts. There are no wrong answers. This will not be the final logo, but for now, this is what I'm going with. I enjoy it. I like it, especially for Discord. It fits in the circle pretty perfectly. So yeah, check it out. See how you like it. Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.